Say what?
Well, it's another day, but the same old story. Just different names, uh, same locations most times, or the same cities, but different streets. But it's the same thing that's going on every single day, and I bring it to you every day. Today is the 10th of June, and you're going to hear the same thing. I don't even know why y'all keep watching me, because I got the same story every day. The same story. Like I said, just different names. I got three of them for you today about out of control blacks. Nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to call them out of control. But what else can you call them? Out of control. Don't be afraid to call it what it is. Um, these shootings. We're hearing about this gun control and all this. Now, we don't need to control the guns. The guns, they don't shoot for themselves. It's the people that shoot the guns. And who are doing most of the shootings, but we are not talking about it. It is your out of control blacks. That's right, that 13% of the population in America. 13%, and they're causing all the most of the shootings and killings, but nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to call it out. They don't want to stereotype. They don't want to act like or have somebody call them a racist. But it is what it is. You blacks are just slap out of control. I got a story. I got three little stories I'm going to show you. Uh, One with this guy. Well, let me just go and show you this guy with the stealing in the subways. Let me show you this real quick.
New this morning, the NYPD is now looking for the same suspect in a pair of violent cell phone robberies in Manhattan. Police say on Sunday, the suspect seen in this video approached a 49-year-old man at the Marble Hill 225th Street subway station, punched him in the face, stole his cell phone and credit card. Now, on Tuesday, police say the same suspect approached a man on West 57th, punched the 57-year-old victim multiple times in the head, and again made off with his cell phone.
Now, we could clearly see from the video that was a black man. Yes, it was. And we see it every single day. New York, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Atlanta, Memphis, Arizona, you name the city, and we're going to see it every day, out of control blacks. But you got a guy like this guy here. He's got a show called Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. He's on TYT. And he does his best to make the blacks look good and to make the whites look bad. I mean, he brings up these little stories. Like I saw one today where there was at this campaign office or whatever, and I think he was the only black person there, and he had on I ain't even sure if he was black. He was a white guy. That's right. He was a white guy, and he had on a Black Lives Matter shirt, and he caught a bunch of slack about it. Well, hell, he ought to. What kind of idiot today would wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt after all that they've been exposed for and defrauded and made to look what they really are? It's just a money thing. It's just a black thing. It's a black thing. Yeah, give me that black fist. Yeah. They don't care about Black Lives Matter. They only care about their black lives. That's the only thing that matters. And them mansions they got and them big payrolls that they own. No, they've been exposed for the liars that they are. They ain't no different than these race baiting preachers like Al Sharpton and these race baiting lawyers like Ben Crump. And you got your left wing media. Hell, your right wing media is just about as bad now. But they want to say that oh, the blacks are good people. They good people. They ain't doing nothing wrong. And the few white people that stand up for Black Lives Matter, they being mistreated. It's them racist white people. It's them racist white people. I want you to check this story out right here. Now this shows a black guy walks out his front door now, shoots to the left, pow, 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 shoots to the right, pop, pop, pop. Ain't aiming at nothing but just shooting. Yeah, and what color is it? Oh, we got cameras now, It shows very clearly he is a black man. But we don't want to talk about the problem of the out of control blacks. No, we want to talk about the AR-15s. We want to talk about the 9mm, the Glocks. Them Glocks, them AR-15s, they don't pull the trigger on their own. I mean, they don't come in the box and just jump out the box and start shooting. No. But the majority of your crimes are out of control blacks. But yet today, when we see it every single day, nobody wants to call it for what it is. Nobody wants to call it for what it is. Check this story out real quick.
Police are searching for a man caught on camera randomly opening fire in a neighborhood in Brooklyn. It happened on Prospect Place in Crown Heights just after 7 last night. Luckily, no one was wounded. Do you recognize this guy? Because if you do, please call Crime Stoppers.
Now, how much you want to bet he was not a legal gun owner? Yeah. See, they want to take away the gun rights from the people that go out and do it the right way and get permits to carry or permits to have a gun. They're wanting to take it away from the good people because of what the bad people are doing. But we're not hearing anything about all these out of control blacks. We're not gonna hear anything about it. They don't want to tell us about it. We'll keep this going with this hand over here so we can do what we want to do with this hand over here. We're going to show you about the Johnny Depp trial, and we're going to amuse y'all with that and keep y'all's attention focused on that crap while we do what we want to over here on the other hand. No, we live in an evil world. It is very evil. It's getting worse and worse every day. Now watch this next story right here and tell me how much sense it makes. It's similar to this what this guy did. He wasn't aiming at nobody. He looked like he was on crack or something. He just come out the door shooting. Pop, 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 pop. Could have killed anyone. Could have hit anyone. Now this next story, they say these two people that got killed were innocent bystanders, or just people that happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But just watch it. I mean, it's crazy. It's plumb crazy. But we don't hear anything about the blacks because we'd be racist. Skip, you have got to be racist for talking about these black people like this. Hey, I'm just showing you the truth. You make your own mind up about it. Check this out.
NBC 10 breaking news.
20 minutes of nonstop news begins with this breaking news. 2 teenagers are now charged with murdering 2 innocent bystanders in Saturday's mass shooting on South Street. Officers tracked down the suspects in Virginia. Authorities say it was bullets from their guns that killed Christopher Minners and Alexis Quinn. The shooting was sparked after a fight among 3 men who started firing at each other. But authorities say the teenagers charged have no connection to this fight. Investigators say the teens were down the street and started firing their own weapons. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Jacqueline London.
And I'm Frances Wang. The 2 suspects will now be extradited to Philadelphia. Let's get right to NBC 10's Deanna Durante. She is live at City Hall where a briefing wrapped up just about 90 minutes ago. Deanna.
Those 2 men, Quadir Dukes Hill of Drexel Hill and Najee Whittington of Philadelphia, police say were tracked to an apartment in Richmond, Virginia. And investigators say had those 2 young men not had guns, had not fired them in the crowd, 2 people would be alive today.
Fireworks, y'all crazy. They got their guns out.
A separate incident between 2 people who had words. I mean, literally, as the mayor talked about it, a beef that should have ended in a fisticuffs, and 2 individuals that were each armed with a gun shot each other, one to death and one to critically injured.
If a black person has an argument or disagreement with someone and they have a gun, that's what they're going to do. They're going to pull it out and shoot. What kind of sense does that make, huh? What kind of sense? You can't get in an argument without wanting to shoot somebody. Pop, pop, pop. It's a black thing. Call it what it is, Skip. It's a black thing. If you disagree with me, leave me something in the comments about it. Keep watching.
and then the gunshots are happening, boom, boom, boom. Other people are in the area. They pull out their guns. I don't know what they could be thinking, but they fired, and they hit two innocent people.
Police say 2 men arrested today had no connection to the 2 men who used guns following a fistfight. Or another man who was shooting at police on South Street. This is new video NBC 10 obtained today of the aftermath of the shootings. Video obtained today gives us a new look at the 4th man involved in the South Street shooting. This man in white is thought to be Karan Garner, after police think he fired and then tossed his gun. Sources say Garner was out that night with Micah Towns, and Towns is the man seen here being taken to the ground by 2 men. In paperwork obtained by NBC 10, prosecutors lay out a case they have so far against those men in custody. The documents identify Rasheen Vereen as the first to punch Towns. Gregory Jackson was with Vereen. Prosecutors say Jackson is the one holding the gun to his side, and while the men separate, Jackson and Vereen move back in and continue the fight with Towns. It's Jackson, police say, fires first. Towns gets to his gun and returns fire, and both Towns and Jackson are on the ground firing shots.
Number 4 in South, assist the officer, police by radio, second assist.
It's as police are responding. More shots come from behind Towns, and sources say that's Garner who's firing shots as police are trying to help Jackson, who was hit by gunfire. Police return fire and hit Garner. Garner, police say, ran away and tossed his gun. Police also found Towns' gun. As for the gun Jackson had, police say Vereen took that gun, and it was then taken from the scene by an unknown man. Who that man is and where that gun is, that's what police want to know tonight. But investigators do say that they believe that they have all who they think fired shots on South Street on Saturday night. The list of charges here ranges from assault to homicide. And again, these 2 men that were arrested in Richmond, Virginia, they are in federal custody awaiting extradition back to Philadelphia to face those murder charges. Reporting live in Center City, Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News.
Yep, another story, same story, a different day. And yeah, I keep bringing them to y'all and showing them to y'all because it's right outside your front door, and you do need to know about it. Is anything going to be done about it? Well, there hasn't been anything done about it yet. They're not even having a discussion about why come only 13% of the population are doing most of the shootings and killings in America. Nobody wants to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I don't have many viewers, but I hope y'all, realize that it's not that I hate the blacks. It's just that they are the ones that's causing the most problems. Yes, they are. I bring it to y'all every day, and I will continue to bring it to y'all every day. Something's got to be done about it. Speak to your local officials. Speak to your law enforcement. Speak to your local media, If we start saying something, maybe something will be done about it. I don't know. But it's dangerous outside your front door. I've been hearing sirens going off here in Augusta all morning. They're going off right now. About an hour ago, there was a fire truck and an ambulance right across the street. I don't know what's going on. I live down here in the ghetto, so it could be anything. It could be anything. Look here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Share it with your family and friends. Y'all hit that like button. And if you ain't subscribed yet, y'all go ahead and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. And be careful when you go outside your front door, because you never know if it's going to be your last.
Say what?